Hey everyone, and welcome to Pursuit of Wisdom, your space for connecting big ideas with real life. Here, we dive into the timeless questions of philosophy, history, and human thought to find answers. Join me on this pursuit of wisdom. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a step on our journey together. Thanks for watching. Jean-Paul Sartre, a man who smoked too much, argued too much, and thought too much, but also a man who reshaped the way we see freedom, responsibility, and what it means to exist. A name you might have heard, maybe associated with smoky Parisian cafes, intense debates, and a philosophy that can feel, well, a little intimidating. Born in Paris in 1905, Sartre's world was forged in the fires of the 20th century. He lived through 2 world wars, witnessing humanity at its best and its absolute worst. He studied philosophy, he wrote novels and plays, and he became the intellectual rock star at the center of a revolutionary movement, existentialism. But what does that word even mean? It sounds complicated, but at its heart is one radical, world-changing idea. For Sartre, it all begins with this: existence precedes essence. Now, what does that mean? Think about a paper knife. Before it's ever created, someone has an idea for its essence. They know it needs to be sharp, it needs a handle, its purpose is to cut paper. Its essence comes before its existence. But for human beings, Sartre says, it's the complete opposite. We are thrown into the world first, without any pre-written script, without a predefined purpose, without a cosmic instruction manual. We simply exist. And only after we exist do we begin to define who we are, our essence, through the choices we make every single day. This idea is both exhilarating and absolutely terrifying. It's exhilarating because it means we are utterly and completely free. There's no destiny written in the stars, no fate pulling our strings. You are the author of your own life story. But it's also terrifying, because that freedom comes with a heavy weight, total responsibility. Sartre famously wrote, "Man is condemned to be free." Condemned. Why such a harsh word? Because you can't escape it. There's no opting out. Even refusing to choose is, in itself, a choice. Doing nothing is still an action you have chosen. You are responsible for everything you are, and everything you are not. Sartre wasn't just an armchair philosopher. He lived these ideas. During the brutal Nazi occupation of France in World War II, he joined the French resistance. He didn't pick up a gun, but he fought with his most powerful weapon, his words. He wrote plays and essays right under the noses of the occupiers, using art as an act of defiance. For him, philosophy wasn't some abstract puzzle. It was a call to action, a way to navigate the chaos of the real world. His famous play, No Exit, gave us one of the most misunderstood lines in all of philosophy: hell is other people. Now, this doesn't mean you should become a hermit and avoid everyone. Sartre wasn't just being grumpy. What he meant was that when we are seen by others, we are judged by them. Their gaze can lock us into a certain image, a role, a definition of ourselves that we didn't choose. They see you as the funny one, the smart one, or the quiet one, and suddenly you feel trapped by that label. Hell is other people because their perception of you can feel like a cage, challenging your freedom to be whoever you want to be. It's a constant reminder that we don't exist in a vacuum. Our freedom clashes and coexists with the freedom of others. This leads to one of Sartre's most crucial concepts: bad faith. This is the term he used for self-deception. It's when we lie to ourselves to escape the terrifying burden of our freedom. Imagine a waiter who acts overly waiter-like. He moves with exaggerated precision, his voice is a little too formal. Sartre would say this waiter is in bad faith if he has convinced himself that he is nothing more than a waiter. He's hiding from his own freedom, pretending his identity is completely defined by his job, with no other possibilities. Think about how often we do this. How often do we say, "I had no choice. That's just the way I am," or "I had to do it for my family, job, reputation." For Sartre, these are all excuses. They are mental tricks we play on ourselves to avoid the radical responsibility of being free. It is easier to pretend the script is already written than to face the blank page and the pressure of writing it ourselves. But Sartre's philosophy isn't all doom and gloom. Far from it. In fact, it has a profoundly optimistic and humanistic core. If existence truly precedes essence, and there's no preordained purpose to our lives, what does that mean? It means life isn't meaningless. It means it's up to us to create meaning. We are the artists of our own lives. The universe doesn't hand you a purpose on a silver platter, but it gives you something far more valuable: the freedom to forge your own. The meaning of your life is whatever you choose to commit yourself to. As he got older, Sartre practiced what he preached. He threw himself into political causes, becoming a vocal activist. He championed workers' rights, spoke out fiercely against colonialism, and was a constant thorn in the side of the establishment. He was so committed to his freedom from labels that in 1964, he did the unthinkable. He turned down the Nobel Prize in Literature. He explained that he didn't want to be institutionalized or turned into a monument. He refused to let even the world's most prestigious award define him. That is a man who lived and breathed his own philosophy. So, why on earth should we care about this chain-smoking French philosopher today? Because the questions he asked are more relevant than ever. We live in a world of curated social media profiles, immense pressure to follow a certain career path, and endless cultural expectations telling us who we should be. It has never been easier to slip into bad faith to perform an identity rather than create one. To pretend we're just passengers when we are, in fact, the pilots. Sartre's challenge to us is as simple as it is radical. Stop lying to yourself. Acknowledge your terrifying, beautiful freedom. Own your choices, good and bad, and start creating meaning where none is given. He forces us to see that we can't hide behind excuses, not fate, not society, not even our own past. We are free, whether we like it or not. And with that freedom comes the burden, but also the incredible power of shaping our own lives. There's a beautiful quote from him that sums it all up. Freedom is what you do with what has been done to you. You don't choose the family you're born into, the country you grow up in, or the circumstances you face. That's what has been done to you. But your freedom lies in how you respond, how you act, how you choose to define yourself in the face of it all. In the end, Sartre leaves us with a difficult but empowering truth. Your life is yours alone to live. No one else can do it for you. You must choose. And in that act of choosing, you create yourself. If this exploration of freedom and responsibility resonated with you and you want to dive deeper into the minds of the great thinkers who shaped our world, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.